It's good to see that you made it back, because I'm going to be showing you what 50 hours of ICT actually looks like. This is the most optimal strategy for 2025 going into it, and make sure you actually listen very carefully to this video. So I'm going to be showing you exactly how to do this. You trade within the London kill zone, which is from 7 a.m. to 11 on a 5-minute time frame. Now you need to mark out the highs and lows of Asian session. So I'm going to do that right now. This is the highs of Asian session, and this will be the lows right here. Once you actually mark out the highs and the lows, what you need to do next is actually find out if market is going to sweep the highs or the lows. So you play price forward or wait for it to go either up or down. And once it actually mitigates one of these areas, like it just did here, like it mitigated the highs, all we need to do once it mitigates the highs is now find the breakage of structure, which is right here. Find the breakage of structure where fractional highs / lows have been swept. We can also reinforce this market structure shift with an engulfing candlestick to make the win more probable. Okay, so let me show you exactly what I mean by this. What we need to see now is actually a market structure shift towards the downside, because that's what we're going to be aiming. All right, so I'm going to just play price forward, keep playing it forward, just waiting for that market structure shift. Okay, so we got a very, very big candle towards the downside right now. All I'm going to be waiting for is a nice market structure shift. Okay, we got a really, really nice one right here. There's a fractional low that's just been swept by a really, really big engulfing candlestick. So this makes our trade even more variable. Okay, so now all I need to do, let me just mark this out, the market structure shift. And all you've got to do now is literally identify the fair value gap, and you can overlap it with a market structure shift for higher probability, and you execute the trade. But just before that, if you're still struggling to pass your funded challenge or your prop firm account, and you're on phase 1, stuck on phase 2, phase 1, I can pass that completely for you. Okay, we can pass phase 1 and phase 2 for you, and you can start getting payouts like this and this. Okay, this is very, very easy and simple. You just join the Telegram, first link in the description, and you just message me at mstrays on Telegram, and I will actually give you all the information. All right, you can see Banji right here made $1,000, and so much people have been winning. You can see there's over 100 people that all have payouts. Okay, you can see every single person actually gets a payout that joins with us. Make sure you actually don't miss out on this opportunity. I also have a video. You could just join this Easy Pass first link in the description. You can watch the video, and it will tell you the whole process on how to actually join and how this will affect your life and give you your desired situation and everything like that. This can completely be you. Okay, $1,700. But anyway, let's get straight back into the video. All you need to do now is find a market structure shift. You might be saying, oh, where is the market structure shift? So we do actually have 2 FVGs. So if I just mark this out right here, we're going to be using the extreme FVG for this example. And all I'm going to be doing now is entering a short position. Okay, so if I just enter a short position right here, placing my stop loss maybe anywhere above here, and placing my take profit at the lows of Asian session. Okay, you can see it's a 1-to-6 risk to reward ratio, which is an amazing trade. Okay, we can either do this, or we can also not be very, very greedy with the stop loss, and we can increase it for a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. I'm going to do that. Don't be greedy with the stop loss so you actually don't get stopped out. And now if I just play price forward, you can see exactly how I just entered. This would have entered for us right here. You can see how it's entered, and now it's going to go towards the downside, and you can see that the trade actually is going towards the place where we want it to go. And you can see it's completely there, just smash take profit. So if you actually start using this strategy, you will pass your funded challenge once we actually get a pass for you with Easy Pass. Okay, this is so simple. This strategy works so well. I've actually backtested it so much, and it's so optimal for 2025 January, and it's even optimal for this time right now. So make sure you use it. All right, now let's go to the next example. Now that we're on the next example, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to even pre-enter this strategy even within Asian sessions, so you don't actually miss out on any days. Okay, some days this might be the case, so you need to listen very, very carefully. You can see we've got a really equal highs right here. Let me just highlight this. So we've got equal lows, we've got equal lows right here. And once we actually see this forming like 2 plus equal lows, all we need to do from then on is actually mark this out and wait for price to mitigate this area or sweep all this liquidity. So if we just play price forward, you can see it's completely just swept all this liquidity of these 3 lows right here. So what we need to do next is straight away enter the strategy formula. Okay, so we need to mark out the highs and lows, Asian session, whatever. Okay, that's done. Now what we need to do is find a breakage of structure where fractional highs / lows have been swept, and we can reinforce this with a market structure shift. So just play price forward. There hasn't really been a high market structure shift, and we can see right here, which got a very, very big engulfing candlestick. Okay, you can see this candlestick will actually reinforce our trade 100x, right? So this is the market structure shift. This is what we've been looking for, and now what we need to do is identify the fair value gap, and we can overlap this with the market structure shift for higher probability, and we execute the trade. So if I play price forward, now what we need to do is mark out the FEG. So this is going to be our fair value gap, all of this. Let me just mark this out. Once we get the FEG, all you've got to do is actually place your long position anywhere around here. And all I'm going to do is place my stop loss just below this candle and placing your take profit at 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. So it's going to keep going up, keep going up. This is 1 to 3, I think. 1 to 2.85. Okay, so we got a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Now we can actually just play price forward. You can see how it's completely just entered there. We would have entered now in the actual trade. And you can see how it's going to start going up and it's just completely smash take profit. So this strategy is so amazing. You need to start actually using this and implementing it in your trading. If you want to actually take a screenshot, or if you want to get an actual PDF file of this strategy with more detail, you can actually join Easy Pass, first link in the description. You could join it and I will actually provide that in there as well. So I'm going to show you this strategy on an optimal, very, very fundamental level. So this is how it actually works. So you see the highs, you let Asian session do whatever it wants. This is all Asian session right here, this price action. You let it do whatever it wants, and then once it gets to the trading time, you mark out the highs and there's the lows. Mark out the highs and lows. Let me just write it out for you. This is highs and these are the lows. Once we actually get the highs and the lows, now you need to wait for price to mitigate one of these two. So let's say the lows have just been mitigated. Once the lows get mitigated, your brain needs to automatically think, okay, I need to go to the upside now. So now you're going to be aiming only for highs, all right? You're going to be aiming only for buy. So now what we need to do is find a market structure shift. Let's say we got a, oh, this is terrible. Okay. Let's say we got a market structure shift right there. And now what you need to do is actually overlap this with the FEG and make sure the market structure shift has an engulfing candlestick. Even if it doesn't, that's all right, but it will just make it more probable, okay? So what we need to do now is just get the FEG, which will be anywhere overlapping this. And now you just enter a buy position right here, placing your stop loss just below the FEG candle, and you take profit at the 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio, which would be the Asian sessions highs that you marked out at the beginning, which makes this trade very, very great and very amazing, okay? It makes it work every single time. So now what you need to do is literally just wait for price to actually drop down into the FEG, and now it will bounce off it a few times and it will completely smash take profit. What just happened? And it will completely smash take profit. So this is the strategy that you're actually looking for, and this is what you're waiting for. And let me just mark out the time frame for you. So this right here, this would be our 7 o'clock. I can't really write text on it, but this will be the 7 o'clock, and this will be anywhere in between 11. Okay, so it'll be 7 until 11. All right, but this is really the end of it. You can use this on New York, you can use this on Euro USD, you can use this on GBP USD, gold, and S&P 500. Okay, so this is the exact strategy that you need to be using. Take a screenshot or just join first link in the description, Easy Pass, and we can get your funded account straight away. Okay, we can get you passed, and I can also manage your account, getting your first ever payout. Don't actually limit out on this because it's a very limited time offer. There's only 2 spaces left. Join as fast as you can now, and I'll get your account passed. But anyway, that's going to be the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one.